Hi, my name's Keith and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the truth of self-love. And yes, there's more lightning in this video. Okay. This is just flat out an avoided topic. People think they have self-love and they don't. They don't. If you hear about self-love and you're like, yeah, whatever, you need to work on it then. It's a nice way of saying that, but when it comes to self-love, your self-love journey is never done. Never. You got to keep working on it. So I'm actually going to, and lightning is confirmation. Every time you see lightning, it's confirmation of what I just said. The angels are funny. But when it comes to self-love, I'm going to teach you some cool ways to love yourself, to detect if you need self-love, and to find out where your self-love aspects lie. So a lot of you actually, if you knew you need to love yourself more, you already would have done it. And your self-love is actually a continual journey. Just like at shadow work, it's actually a form of shadow work, but another aspect. It contains shadow work within it. So one sign that you need to love yourself is that if you don't really care about the concept of self-love. So this video does apply. So if it doesn't interest you, if it bores you, then it must be exciting for other people to continuously teach you lessons, because self-love is a blessing and a lesson to yourself that never ends. So one sign that you need self-love as well is that you think that you are loving yourself 100% and you don't need to work on yourself. Self-love is like brushing your teeth. So you can brush it twice a day. You can love yourself twice a day, or 3 times a day, or 4 times a day. I don't know how many times a day. At least a couple of, well, at least once for most of you. I hope you're brushing your teeth. But at least twice. At least twice. Let's just say at least twice. So if you think to yourself, well, I love myself today, or I did my self-love affirmations, that's it. Self-love is continuous. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're an empath, you need to practice self-love when you don't think you need to practice self-love. Let's just say that. You're walking into people who don't have any love for themselves, and you're feeling their emotions. So when you have #1 self-love, and you know you have #1 self-love, and you walked into someone today, for example, you saw someone today, and that person had no self-love, but you had all the self-love, that's an energy that they borrowed from you. You ever wonder why, and I'm going to explain it right now, it's probably going to make a lot more sense. You ever wonder why people approach you when you don't want to be approached? It's because your energy is valuable. It's like a flower that hasn't been harvested yet. It's like so basically, yeah, when you have that self-love about yourself, and people can detect it. Vampires can detect it. If you're full of blood and your blood tastes good, a mosquito knows you're nearby. If you're nice and warm and ready for blood drinking, they're gonna try some blood drinking with you. So you have to understand that a lot of you who are constantly searching for love, and self-love, this applies to finances too. Self-love very much applies to finances. Because if you're chasing love, if you're looking for love, that's your heart chakra, and your heart chakra is associated with money too. So the two go hand in hand. If you ever realize when you are making the most amount of money is when the most amount of people are hitting on you, or following you, or asking you out, etc., you're probably noticing your finances are doing well too, because those two spaces, this is the left side of the heart chakra, the pink side, and this is the green side. The green side is projective, and it represents more the aspects of financial abundance, and the left side's more representative of, ooh, la la. I love the lightning. But the pink side is more, it has to do with love. So if you ever notice when you start chasing someone, or when someone interferes with your love life, they mess up your money life too. That's why love and money are associated so much, because they're of the heart chakra, giving and receiving. So if you're constantly giving your energy to a whole bunch of people, and you're overpouring from your cup, you're going to notice your self-love and love is affected. So I'm going to tell you right now, self-love is the best way to strive financially. So this might be no surprise to some people, but money and love are hand in hand. They're the heart chakra. They are the heart chakra. That's your highest frequency chakra. So it's a very delicate chakra too. You get stabbed in the heart, spiritually or emotionally or financially, it sucks. So if you're someone who if you protect that, you protect your heart, and then you're not being closed up. Because when you get stabbed, it hurts. It hurts. So if you're not letting people stab it, if you're wearing a spiritual armor, then you don't worry about that. So I'm going to name some self-love crystals right now. So we have rose quartz, good for self-love, good for financial abundance, because that's a secret I taught a couple of videos ago. Rose quartz is a financial abundance crystal because it nourishes the self-love aspect. Self-love is directly associated with money. I love the lightning and thunder. I don't know how it scares people, but... So, self-love is directly associated with money. Directly. Like, directly. So, you can use rose quartz as a love crystal. It's the #1 love crystal. The angels in heaven know what they're talking about when it comes to rose quartz. There's literally roads made out of rose quartz in heaven. So, roads, bridges, etc. I'm not going to say anymore, but when it comes to self-love, rose quartz is #1. So, morganite, I have to say, is #2. It's it's pink aquamarine. It is the #1. It is amazing. So, pink aquamarine, aka morganite, helps you recognize that you're the problem. And it's not being mean. I'm not saying that, like, you're beating me up, Stone Man. No, we're all our own worst enemy, and we're all our own worst problem. The reason we are ahead in life so successfully is because of us. The reason why some of us are lag behind in life is because of us. So we can't blame God for anything. We can't blame our angels for anything. It's all us. So once you start loving yourself, and these pink crystals are money crystals. That's why, this is the secret as to why pink crystals are money crystals. It's because when your financial abundance is affected, it's probably because someone's playing with your heart. Yay! And keep in mind, that's your receptive part of and you're a little confusing, but your pink side of the heart can project. So if it's this needs to project at a decent frequency. I'm not going to complicate it, but the pink side of the heart, your left side can project. Not to confuse anyone, but if you're projecting really low, you're not going to receive. So that's why sexual retention, etc., leads to more financial abundance as well. It's because you're harnessing those energies for yourself and you're not giving them away, especially when you need them. Especially because one thing you guys will notice is you reach the highest point of your life emotionally, and then that's when someone really interesting comes along. And I'm not just talking about romance. I'm talking about friendships as well. So let's just say when someone says I have 20 different friends, I'm like, 20 different close friends, they're all super close to me. I'm like, they're all super close? 20? You ever see what happens to people when they leave and graduate high school? None of them talk to each other again. But you can have some close friends, but 20 different close friends, that's draining your heart chakra. So you have to understand, self-love is the pink side of the heart chakra, and it leads directly to financial abundance. So you will see your money, boom, explode when you focus on the pink side of your heart chakra. So third crystal for self-love, rhodonite. So and if anyone's ever stabbed you in the past, if anyone's ever done you wrong, then rhodonite patches that heart. It patches the bleeding. So what happens if your finances are leaking? That means they're going all over the place. What happens when your love life is leaking, or your self-love is leaking? It means same thing. Your self-love's all over the place, and self-love is kind of like money. This video is gonna get really interesting. Self-love is like money. So how can you earn more self-love? By not dumping your focus into other people outside yourself, especially romantically. So let's just say you have 1,000 self-love points for the day. Your self-love is energy, is time, and time is money. So your self-love is actual money. So if one person talks to you, you just give them 100 self-love coins. If another person talks to you, 100 self-love coins. That's how energy works. It's a transfer. Another person talks to you, another 100 self-love coins. Another one, another self-100. Another self-100. Another coins for 100. Okay, another. You get what I'm saying? I can't keep repeating this. Another 100 self-love coins. So, you ever wonder why people who have found their significant other, and a successful significant other, because there are people in this world who have successfully found someone else. or successfully found persons who are right for them. And how do you know that relationship's meant to be? I talked about it in my last video. This car's directly parked in front of me and shining lights at me. So that's fine. Illumination. So it's because a giant green flag is when one person in the relationship's wearing a crystal and it doesn't bother the other person. Red flag, one person's wearing a crystal and it offsets the relationship because the crystal's shining too brightly, like the lights down there. But at least I'm illuminated now. So will your relationships when you wear crystals. But but the thing is, when you have self-love, and let's just say, when you notice that people in relationships who are close together, especially when they're wearing crystals, they're doing well. You know why? It's because now you have 1,000 self-love coins and 1,000 self-love coins, and those are 2,000 together. Yay! So confirmation. Yay! Confirmation. I love the lightning. So, and yes, I get excited by light. Two of my main angels specialize in that kind of stuff. So now, when it comes to the whole car just filled with the smell of white roses. So you can guess which one angel is that. It smells amazing in here. I hope you guys can smell it too. Oh, holy moly. But when it comes to self-love, oh, thank you. That just reminded me. Work with roses. I wasn't going to mention that in the video until the angel just kind of introduced that smell into my car. But work with roses. Work with red roses. Or white roses. or white roses. So you can bathe with white rose. You can take a shower with white rose, or any kind of rose soap. Wash your hair with rose water. You'll love yourself so much. You're just like, ooh la la, I like this. So when it comes to self-love, work with roses, rose quartz, rose quartz, rose quartz. And the thing about roses too is white roses, any kind of color roses, they have thorns. So if you mess with the thorn, you're gonna get pricked. And those, you ever see a rose thorn? They can cut someone. They can cut someone. So roses don't play. You try to grab a rose too fast, someone tries to grab your love too fast. Rose is a protection herb as well. So use everything that relates to roses. As simple as that is. So rose this, rose that, rose water, rose bath, rose oil, burn rose petals, etc. So roses, 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 roses. I'm gonna say a fourth crystal in this video. And I looked at my crystals that I'm wearing now. So rhodochrosite right there. Rhodochrosite. So that's like pink malachite. It's very, very wildfire, but it's a very good crystal as well. So when you wear rhodochrosite, it helps your self-love transformation. So it helps you transform in your self-love, in your highest version of yourself. How cool. So basically, self-love equates to money. If your money situation is not doing so well, ask yourself, just look at your chest. So you have a heart here, the receptive, and the financial side. It's the easiest way to say it. So if this side's not doing well, look at this side. It's a balance. They're literally balanced. What happens when one side of the chest hurts and when you go to lift something? Now it's an unequal lift, especially because, especially heading to the gym right now, I see people who hurt themselves in the chest and they don't give themselves time to rest, and they go to lift and they're like slanted, and it's like a giant confirmation. So giant confirmation. I love lightning. So their lifts are slanted like this. So same thing with you. You got to rest one side of your heart chakra for the other one to grow. If you're noticing that your financial situation is not in the way that you would like it to, focus towards self-love. You can also try this exercise. Do this every single day, 3 times a day. Fill up a glass of water. I do a plastic cup, and or glass cup, and right on the side of it, letters that'll stay on the clear side with like a Sharpie on the outside of it. And you'll put letters SELFLOVE, self-love. And when you do this, you fill the cup up because you're literally pouring into yourself, and you can put your name on the cup too, and you'll drink it. And that increases your self-love currency. So you'll, because some of you are at like 250 self-love out of 1,000 self-love, and you're wondering why you don't feel good and why your finances are kind of strange. It's because you have to pull yourself in. So, if you have any questions, guys, ask them on in the comments section. Make sure you check out FloridaStoneman.com. I'm doing custom necklaces for very special and specific people. I have a tendency to combine words. So very special and specific people I'm allowing to have custom necklaces made for on Instagram. DM Florida Stoneman on Instagram for your custom Florida Stoneman, spiritually prescribed, not physically, because I'm not a medical doctor, disclaimer, spiritually prescribed necklaces. So you can DM me on there for a very special made necklace with the help of my beautiful angels. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Check out FloridaStoneman.com. Ciao.